Okay, man.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a man here. They call him the Ragman.
And what do you want from him?
So you know him? Or are you him?
I won't keep you in suspense. I'm him. I've been waiting for you, Master Blacksmith. I wanted to talk to you about a few things.
What's this about?
Sit down and make yourself comfortable. I'll explain everything right away. You know, setting up that smithy was a good idea. I like when someone has the courage to follow their dreams. The future belongs to those who believe in their dreams. You just mustn't underestimate the raw reality. You've settled in a quarter full of outcasts and poor folk who haven't been as lucky as you.
I understand. Mole already hinted at something. Are you trying to warn me? Is there some threat?
No, nothing's happened. Not yet.
Not yet?
Look, I know you're trying to please the guild. That's good. But you mustn't forget your neighbors either. As they say, the shirt is closer to the skin than the coat. If you help those poor folk, and I don't mean with coin, but by pulling them out of the shit, they won't give you trouble later. And they might even come to like you. Understand, we're talking about people here who are at rock bottom. But the town belongs to them just as much as to those at the top. And maybe even more.
So you want me to try to please the poor?
That's up to you and your conscience. When I can save someone from falling to the bottom, I do.
You give people food in exchange for old rags. You think that's clever?
My goal is to give the worthless a new purpose. And believe me, I'm not doing it in vain. One day, when we know each other better, I'll share my secret with you.
But what do you need from me right now?
Me, personally? Nothing. A gifted artist has got into trouble, and without our help, it'll crush him. And it would be a damned shame to waste his sculpting talent. If you help him, it will be a fine start to our further cooperation. What do you say?
So tell me, what happened to him?
He was just unlucky. Young Damien is an example of how easily an honest man can slip.
Didn't you say he's an artist?
Yes, he recently came to the city to create a Calvary for the Kuttenberg Mint. Truly a beautiful piece. And that's precisely the trouble. He can't finish it. But he also knows if he fails, he'll be reduced to beggary. And desperation leads to desperate acts.
Did he get mixed up with the underworld?
Almost. He wanted to hire old Wolf to rob Adam Velvar, with who he was lodging. You see, Velvar has a very pretty wife, who he guards jealously. He accused Damien of seducing her and nearly strangled him. Imagine, the lad had to jump out of the window to get away.
Really?
Luckily, he survived, but he left all his belongings behind. And now, without them, he can't finish his commission.
And did he do it? Did he seduce the woman?
I don't know. But what I do know is that Velvar goes to a dodgy bathhouse girl, so he's hardly one to preach about morals. And Damien surely doesn't deserve to have the suspicions of one jealous husband ruin his promising future.
You're right.
So, let's...
What do you suggest?
We'll divide the work. You'll go to Velvar's for Damien's things, and I'll handle the rest.
Am I supposed to...
But we're not stealing. No one will suspect you if you talk to Velvar, and...
Am I to risk my...
Don't worry. I've got good connection.
All right.
The townsman Adam Velvar threw the sculptor Damien out. You should find everything on... If you manage to get them...
Is that all?
That's up to you. I try to help where it makes...
And if it does?
Then I'll leave you a message with the in...
Okay, let's change into talking gear.
Careful. I apologize.
Get the fuck out of the way. How far away is this shit?
say to you?
It's already closed.
Purple brew. I didn't send you any purple brew.
Yes, you did. We talked about it at the market.
Not good.
You didn't try drinking it, did you? Oh, thank God. I don't want to be burnt at the stake of poisoning.
Right. Guess we have to change. Large chamber on the first floor. The house facing the street.
Get moving! Off you go! Quick!
I'm trying to.
Well, are you going? Away with you!
Can't get out. Fuck.
Get moving! No, don't think you can fool me!
Okay. So I think usually 2 is when everyone's sleeping. Alright, first floor means this is a European game. Someone's sleeping. That's it. All right. I don't think this is still open, is it? Might be. No. Nope. Why the fuck do I have a prison sign on me?
Keep close to us.
Greetings, my
I brought.
Damn, you're good.
No.
He was damn lucky I didn't. Yeah. But he's
My pleasure. And I also found some sculptures.
all respect. The locals would.
Thanks.
Not yet. God bless, Henry. Excuse me.
Cool. No, I mean not cool because I'm wanted. Can't have everything, yeah. Give me food.
God be. It was good to see you.
What can I do for you?
Well, I am wanted, which sucks. Contract already.
How can I help?
My husband owns a couple of very fast, so I wanted to ask.
To beat your husband.
I'll pay you handsomely.
Very well.
Thank you, Master Black.
What's the matter?
My husband, Gerd, he had only ever since then, he even brings it to.
That doesn't sound.
He's behaving like a madman. I was hoping if I can.
All right.
Racing horseshoes. Can do that. I need to figure out steel. But maybe she's not too far away. Now the problem is I will run into some guards. I have another archery contest and an investigation as well.
You're getting married tomorrow.
And she's come a long way.
I have those.
Finally. My,
I told you. Your horse will bear.
thank you. I hope they carry me far.
So the sword.
It's only gotten... He started talking to it. I'll come home, grab the keys to the stables, only Good won't even notice.
It's just a shiny new toy.
You think...
Of course. And since you have even the finest sword,
I hope thank you again.
wisdom is.
Here is your reward. I hope Gerd gets over... Viel Erfolg, mein Herr.
Excuse me?
Cool. Well... Let's see what this new quest does here. Actually... What is... What is that? Duel! Okay, that's new, I think.
So, will you finally speak with me about that broken clock of yours?
You made a name for yourself in the town now, so why not? I doubt the councillors would object. Even that meddler Vorsucher will not be able to say a word. Besides, the clock is so broken it could not be any worse. Worth a try, no? So tell me, how do you plan to fix it?
Well, I've got some plans from Master Skoda, who tried to repair it years ago. Supposedly, he got quite far.
That is definitely a good start. In any case, I reckon you ought to hear the whole sorry tale first. It might make you wiser. I was barely more than a lad back then, but my father was on the council, so I got a pretty close look through him. One day the mechanism just suddenly stopped. And it has stood still ever since, nearly 30 years now. What I still remember, your guild rather boldly telling my father and the other councillors that there was no need to call in anyone from abroad. They said we would save coin if our own people handled the repairs. But it went as it usually does.
They botched it?
They never even got round to the repairs. Instead of pulling together, every one of those masters tried to snatch the reward for himself. Master Skoda, Erwin Klemmer, Hollander, each one worked on the repairs in his own little corner. No wonder the councillors lost patience and finally sent for the Italians from Padua. Though that did not end well either.
They made it even worse.
If only that were all. I only know what my father told me. They demanded all the plans and acted like they were the finest masters around. Yes, yes, we'll do it. No trouble at all. They also asked for a fat advance. 2 weeks later, they were boozing through every tavern in the city and lazing about in the bath by day. When the bailiff reminded them they ought to get started on the repair, they almost took offense. But they did get to work. What happened next? Well, Father never liked to talk about it. That much I can tell you. The councillor said the next day they found the clock half looted. The remaining parts strewn about, and the Italians gone, along with the plans. All but one, the youngest of them, a nobleman named Fabrizio de Dondi, had stayed behind with the Burkhar's daughter. His companions most likely forgot him in the rush.
And what happened to him?
Dondi said, or so I heard, told the counselors he knew nothing. He claimed he was only an apprentice. Of course, they locked him up. Some wanted to send a letter to Padua right away demanding ransom. But it soon turned out Fabrizio, young as he was, could be very useful to the town. So they let him go.
How useful?
Kuttenberg is a mining town. The counselors are mine officials first and foremost. Not long after they locked him up, they sent Dondi to work in the mines. He spent so long studying the mining machines that he figured out how to improve them. He significantly boosted the miners' output, and they realized you could not just trade away someone that clever like a sack of charcoal. So Fabrizio was granted the freedom, on condition that he stay in the town. And so he's still here to this day, and by the look of it, doing quite well. He is a bit of an odd one, but I'm afraid if you are serious about repairing the clock, sooner or later you will have to speak with him. The Italians vanished with the plans, so Fabrizio is probably the only one who ever saw the clock in its original state.
Where can I find Fabrizio?
He lives on the upper floor of the second house on Vintner Street, next to the tailor. Though I'm not sure he will speak to you. If you are passing by, try dropping in and see if you can win him over somehow.
So there really aren't any other plans?
No, they took all of them. And they disappeared with them too. I cannot help but feel there was something shady about it. Try asking Fabrizio. He does not share much with me.
What about the other repairmen from the guild? You mentioned some names.
Klemmer and Hollander? They will not help you anymore. Both are dead, and their families have long since moved far away.
So?
I'm thankful you're trying, Master. I really am. But there is one last thing you need to know. I am not sure that even if you succeed with the repair, we will be able to offer you any reward. The town is exhausted by war. The coffers are empty. You understand.
Surely, there'll be a lot of work.
Well, if
I'll do my best.
Let's talk to this Fabrizio guy. Fabrizio.
Here you are, you thief! Oh,
Easy now! I surrender!
you're a want. You've been. Don't think what you've been. You'll pay a fine.
You'll have to.
Oh.
Why am I wasting time with you?
Do you know who I am? Hold on.
Be careful. It's not safe.
That's a nice bed too.
Fabrizio Dondi?
Fabrizio de Dondi. Sono un nobile. I'm of noble birth.
I beg your pardon?
Who are you?
Forgive the intrusion. I'm Henry, a master of the Kirimdor Blacksmith's Guild.
And you dress the part, too. Bravo! What is it you need from me?
Bailiff Pluemel sent me. I want to try and repair the town clock. And you're the last one who saw it in its original state.
Unfortunately, the bailiff is right about that. Madonna, that was the worst day of my life. Look, I do not like to think back on that time. Honestly, I would rather leave it buried in the past. What even makes you think you can fix the clock and convince the bailiff to trust you?
I recently took over the forge of old Master Skoda and found out he and my father were working on repairing the clock. It was 20 years ago, and it seems they got quite far. I even found their diagrams for the components.
So, if you have the plans, why do you need me?
Because you're the only person in Kirimdor who saw what the clock looked like back then. The one they were trying to repair based on those plans. And you've made a new life for yourself in this town. A comfortable life. So, maybe you owe it a little something.
You may be right. And I suppose you have plenty more questions. Go on, ask.
The bailiff said you were given all the clock plans back then. Where did they end up?
In Padua, most likely. Look, I had no idea what they were up to. I was the youngest. They did not trust me with anything. You've probably heard how those swindlers ruined me. Cazzo! Luckily, the Lord gave me a decent memory. It is all up here, in my head. Down to the last cog.
Tell me more about that so-called Italian scam. Was it all planned from the start?
Italian scam? Is that what they call it nowadays? In any case, you are asking the wrong man. I honestly believe we were here to repair the clock. Everyone acted like they meant it. The group included seasoned craftsmen, astrologers, master mechanics. Truth be told, I was only there because of my family name. My grandfather, Jacopo, and father, Giovanni, were great scholars. Physicians, astrologers, and engineers. They followed the works of Campanus of Novara and crafted magnificent orologia. The Padua clock is one of theirs. It only dawned on me after those fraudsters left me here that I was just bait for the townsfolk. They were after the plans, though perhaps revenge was part of it too. Revenge against my family.
What do you mean? They wanted revenge?
My family was successful, and success breeds resentment. The Padua expedition was led by Camillo Valla, one of my father's former students. He must have realized the Kirimdor clock was structurally unique, so he took the plans.
And destroyed the mechanism too, so he could pass the plans off as his own work.
Sadly, yes. But I have no news he ever earned any real fame with them. And they left me here, in a foreign land, with a sullied, famous name. They ruined my life. It must have broken my father's heart. I was not even allowed to attend his funeral while I was being held here. It broke me. For good.
It is rough.
Would you be able to share those plans with me? Maybe recreate them from memory?
Perché? It would be pointless work.
They'd help me with the repairs.
They would not. Sadly, after the sabotage by my unruly countrymen, fixing the clock will take more than old plans.
So what exactly do I need to repair the clock? Aside from your expertise.
You will need a mechanism called an astrolabe. Its measurements are transferred via a gear train to the main mechanism, which sets the movement in motion with a folio and weights. Without that astrolabe, the heart of any clock, all other work is futile, and crafting one is no easy task.
How'd you like living in Kirimdor?
Honestly, At first it was not easy. I was more or less a prisoner in this town. They wanted ransom for me, dragged me around, threatened to send me to the mines. Can you imagine? Me, digging. Luckily I noticed the machines they used in the treadmills were hopelessly outdated. So I suggested an improvement. And just like that, their tune changed. Since then, they have treated me entirely differently. So I probably owe everything here to my talent. Since then, I have somewhere to live, something to do, and really, I miss nothing. Except for home. Just a little.
I've got the heart of the clock. It sat in a burgher's house for 20 years.
Now that is good news. That gives us a foundation to build on. If it still works, of course.
I wouldn't know, but I hope so.
Next, you will need a set of weights. Precisely calibrated and cast according to the old machine's designs.
I don't have the...
If we do not have the weights, we have a problem. Hopefully they are in those old designs. In any case, in the end we will need to build that folio-driven escapement ourselves. My countrymen dismantled most of it and took it away. But luckily, part of it remained. For the final stage of the repair, we will need some smithing. But more importantly, a truly skilled mechanic. Or a locksmith, if you prefer.
I thought that was you.
No. I can design it, calculate it, set it up. But the hands-on work will require someone exceptionally handy.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Oh, you will find someone. The masters at the guild know their craft, do they not?
So what else is needed for the repair?
You said you have got the astrolabe. Then we will need that set of weights.
Thanks.
Va bene. Come back with that locksmith. We'll talk it all over with a roast and a bottle of good wine. I hope our new collaborator will...
Cool.
Greetings. God be with you.
Did you look through those documents from your husband's estate?
Yeah, it was hellish work. So many sketches and doodles. I couldn't even tell what half of them were supposed to be. Even the parchment alone must have cost a fortune. I've no idea where the old man kept getting it.
And did you find anything that might relate to the clock?
Here's some calculations and diagrams. I don't understand much of it, but it looks like a set of weights.
Thanks. I also spoke with one of those Italians who botched the repair back then.
I heard one of them stayed behind.
He's willing to help us.
If you think he'll help. I'll leave it to you. Well now, if you need those weights cast, Eldris might be able to help. He's pretty pricey, and always up to his neck in work. But truth be told, I don't know any other founder in Kuttenberg. His workshop's just down by the stream, at the bottom of Hoprink. We meet again, Henry.
Willkommen, my friend. Thank you. Please God.
I need something cast from you.
Entschuldigung. I'd be happy to cast whatever you need. But right now, I just can't.
Why not?
We've got a contract from the town. Loads of work. The furnaces are running full tilt. Verdammte Scheiße.
Damn
We
shit.
don't even get to breathe. And then there is that Pushko.
Who's Pushko?
Mein Geselle.
My apprentice.
Apprentice. He's gone missing, and now we can't keep up. I sent him to Grund, zur Abmessung der Glocke, to measure the bell. I lent him my horse, so he'd be back quick. But he's still not returned.
Since 2 days.
Seit 2 Tagen. Verdammter Kerl.
Damn
And
boy.
there's just no one to hire. And without people, I cannot cast a thing.
What if I went and found that apprentice of yours?
Wait a moment. Du bist der neue Meister. You're the new one at the guild. Eichner was talking about you. The capable one. You'll find Pushko for sure. Ich vertraue dir.
I trust you.
If you find Pushko, the first thing you'll tell him is to cast whatever you want. Darauf
I give you my
gebe ich
word.
dir mein Wort.
Where should I look for him?
Was weiß ich? You should ask the Pfarrer in Grund. Na ja, der Priest in Grund should know. Sein Name ist Havel.
Did Pushko have anything valuable with him? Something that might make someone want to ambush him?
Valuable? Nein, das glaube ich nicht. But to me, he's valuable in himself. Ist wertvoll, weil Gesicht ist. He's truly very skilled.
All right, I'll go and look for him.
Gott sei Dank. Hopefully nothing's happened to him. Or meinem Pferd.
On my horse. Cool. I kind of want to check out what this duel is. Okay. This is it for. I want to play one game of League, just because I want to.